Sam Houston was a larger-than-life figure in Texas history. He was a principled man whose life was full of ups and downs. He lived out most of his adult life as a public figure. He served under General Andrew Jackson in the War of 1812. After serving 2 terms as a Tennessee congressman, at the age of 34, he was overwhelmingly elected as the 7th governor of Tennessee. Due to problems in his first marriage to Eliza Allen, he resigned the Tennessee governorship only 2 months into his 2nd term. When Sam Houston rose to the rank of commander of the Texas Army in mid-March of 1836, things were not going well for the Texans. Still reeling from the news of General Fannin and his army's massacre at Goliad, Houston arrived at Gonzales and received the devastating news of the fall of the Alamo. Houston ordered a retreat of the Texas Army and issued an evacuation of all Texas colonists. This marked the beginning of what is known as the Runaway Scrape. People all over Texas were leaving everything and fleeing for safety. Washington on the Brazos was evacuated by late March, and Richmond followed by April 1, 1836. Houston and the Texas Army retreated further, leaving all areas between the Brazos and the Colorado rivers unprotected. Continuing their retreat, the Texas Army received reinforcements near Columbus. Ad interim President David G. Burnett ordered Sam Houston to stop the retreat, and Secretary of War Thomas J. Rusk urged Houston to take a more decisive course of action. Sam Houston considered whether to march the army toward Louisiana in safety or toward Harrisburg to engage the Mexicans once again. To the satisfaction of his men, he chose to take the road toward Harrisburg. General Houston addressed the Texas Army, preparing them for battle and urging them to remember the massacres at San Antonio and Goliad. On the morning of April 21st, he received word that Mexican General Cos had crossed Vince's Bridge with 540 additional Mexican troops. In a bold move, General Houston ordered Deaf Smith to blow up the bridge, a move that would prevent the retreat of either the Texas or Mexican armies. The final showdown was set. At about 3:30 in the afternoon, while the Mexican army was taking their afternoon siesta, General Houston issued the order to attack. The Battle of San Jacinto lasted all of 18 minutes. 630 Mexican soldiers were killed, and 730 were taken prisoner. Amazingly, the Texas Army had only 9 casualties and 30 injured, one of whom was Sam Houston himself, whose ankle was shattered by a rifle ball. Santa Anna managed to disguise himself as a common soldier and was not recognized when he was captured until another Mexican prisoner addressed him as El Presidente. The decisive victory led to the freedom of Texas.
Under the leadership of Sam Houston, Texas became a nation of humble beginnings in a simple Capitol building here at Columbia in 1836. Sam Houston served 2 terms as President of the Republic of Texas before it was annexed by the United States in 1845 to become the 28th state.
Houston went on to lead Texas through many more turbulent times during the period of the Republic of Texas as president, and he continued as a prominent presence after Texas achieved statehood. Houston went on to serve multiple non-consecutive terms as governor of Texas and U.S. Senator. In 1840, Houston marries for a 3rd time to Margaret Moffett Lee. They raised 8 children and spent their happiest years at their Woodland home in Huntsville. In his last term as governor, Houston suffered a final blow to his political career when he refused to take the oath of loyalty to the newly formed Confederate States of America after Texas seceded from the Union. He was removed from the governorship of Texas, and Houston and his family returned to Huntsville disappointed and discouraged. They lived in the Steamboat House until his death in 1863. On the evening of July 26th, he passed away while suffering from pneumonia. His funeral was held in the upstairs parlor. Sam Houston was buried in Oakwood Cemetery in Huntsville, Texas.